In Dragon Ball Super Episode 66, many fans' greatest wish was finally fulfilled. Vegito made his reappearance in the series after 20 years. With his arrival, however, he also brought several questions and a retcon with him back into the series. Now, I want to try and discuss and dissect some of the issues and different changes that have arisen now from Vegito's return to the Dragon Ball storyline. Since the episode's airing and Vegito's return, I've found myself pondering over the last week what exactly was the purpose of bringing Vegito into this episode, into this arc, and having him fight Merge Zamasu when the creators and producers of the show, and probably I'm going to assume Akira Toriyama himself, had already known in advance and written it so that future Trunks would be the one to finish Zamasu off, or at least his physical body, and sort of close the book on, the fight against Zamasu. Knowing that, why would they bring Vegito here? I came up with 3 reasons I think they range from reasonably likely to absolutely 99% sure I think I do have the actual reason. So I got 3, and let's go through them real quick here. This won't take too long. Now, this first reason I came up with is possible. I think they might have wanted to bring Vegito in to sort of limit his potential, limit his power, so that it's clear that Beerus is still standing head and shoulders over both Goku and Vegeta. Because as of right now, there is a significant power gap between Goku and Vegeta. Now, we did state during the Resurrection F arc that if Goku and Vegeta worked together, they could defeat Beerus. But we've seen feats from Beerus, and certain things have happened that have really made me come to question that, such as, Hit appeared to have been a stronger fighter, or at least was capable of beating Goku and Vegeta, yet Hit was resigned to death in the face of Champa. Hit knew Champa would be able to kill him instantly, and Hit wouldn't be able to offer up any resistance whatsoever. Now, it's safe to assume that Champa and Beerus are on the same level, so by extension, it's safe to assume that if Beerus was 100% full go trying to kill Goku and Vegeta, they likewise, as Hit not being able to defend himself against Champa, they would not be able to defend themselves against Beerus. So thus, bringing Vegito here and limiting the power and the potential of the Potara earring fusion thus limits the capabilities of Goku and Vegeta actually fighting Beerus himself. Now, while I do think Super Saiyan Blue Vegito is indeed stronger than Beerus, with the new essentially 5-minute time limit that Vegito is given, the hour is the time limit stated for the Potara fusion, as you guys know. But the Super Saiyan Blue's power appears to be so massive that it limits the time limit of the fusion, similar to, SS3 Gotenks or SS4 Gogeta. And I think it's another safe assumption to make here that the fusion dance, Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, would likewise probably have the same strict time limit that Super Saiyan Blue Vegito does. So while Vegito, the Potara fusion is stronger than the Finger Fusion Metamorian dance, so Vegito is stronger than Gogeta, I think they both would have this 5-minute time limit before they ran out of power, and I don't believe a 5-minute fight is long enough to defeat Beerus. Insert all the Frieza saga jokes that you want to, but that was one of those things that worked a lot better through the course of manga chapters than it did in the actual anime, similar to the third Hokage versus Orochimaru fight in Naruto. So with all this new info about what would take place with the fusion process of Goku and Vegeta, I feel it's probably safe to rule that out as a possibility of defeating Beerus, so thus I'm not so sure that Goku and Vegeta can really come too close to defeating Beerus at this current moment. Add into the fact that I believe there was an interview done with Toriyama himself and Toyotaro, the creator and writer of the Dragon Ball Super manga currently. I believe in an interview with the two of them, Toriyama stated that it would be a while before Goku and Vegeta were able to surpass Beerus. So them limiting the potential of Vegito, I think, does help that along, extending the amount of time it'll take for Goku and Vegeta to eventually reach Beerus's plateau level. Now, a second reason I could see Vegito being here is, now, they obviously knew that they wanted Trunks to finish Zamasu off, although the execution of it was horribly done, in my opinion. It really came out of left field, a complete ass pull. So I was wondering if Vegito was a bait and switch. Remember, many people were wondering, why did they so heavily show Vegito in the next episode preview of episode 65? The very first image of the preview showed Vegito transforming into Super Saiyan Blue, and everyone lost their minds. Like, what the fuck? Vegito's back! He's coming back! And here, now we think we have some sort of answer to this, is that they were just throwing us off the scent that it was going to be Trunks who was going to be defeating Zamasu. Whereas, of course, once Vegito is on the scene, everyone would have thought that Vegito would be the one to finish Zamasu off, even though that's not what happened with the retcon, the new time limit for the fusion, yada yada yada. But psych! Guess what, fuckers? None of that bullshit I just said has anything to do with why Vegito was brought back to Dragon Ball Super. You fuckers want to know why Vegito's back? Money. Dollar bills, y'all. Cream, cash rules everything around me. Listen, let me break this down for you. Vegito is a fucking seller. Look at all these YouTube videos exploding. Everyone wants info on Vegito. They want to get the Vegito figures. They've been dying to see Vegito on the show. They want Vegito in movies. Vegito. Everywhere. Vegito fucking sells. A figure or like a character of this immense power, this grandeur, everyone wanted to see him, and they will open their fucking wallets when it comes to merchandise. Because let's be real here, kids. The reason for Dragon Ball Super, ding ding ding, is money. They are printing money now. Dragon Ball Super has exploded in popularity with the Goku Black Future Trunks arc. It's catching up to One Piece in ratings. I believe this past episode was only 0.2% behind One Piece. It's catching up. Merchandise is exploding. The English dub for Dragon Ball Super has finally been confirmed. The show is just rising and rising in popularity. What better way to capitalize off this popularity than to bring in what many fans consider to be the strongest character in the canon? So hello, dollar bills. And if that's not enough for you, think about it this way. Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, a very popular mobile game that's going on right now, that's been out for about a year or so. I'm into it. A lot of people are into it. It's crack. It's heroin. The addiction is very powerful with this. All right? Now let me break this down for you. So, Vegito showed up in episode 66 that was on Sunday the 12th. No, Sunday was the 13th. So Vegito showed up in the 13th. 7 days prior was our first look at him in his new Super Saiyan Blue form. The next day, the 14th, Super Saiyan Blue Vegito introduced into the Japanese version of Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. They knew far ahead of time to roll this bad boy out after he showed up in the show. This is very, very concrete proof in my eyes as to why Vegito even was brought back in the first place. Now, everyone is going to be going crazy, opening up their wallets, spending lots of money on Dragon Stones in this game to try and get Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, who is by far the best character in the game. There's another character, Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black, who is introduced alongside him, who's just as good, arguably. People are going to be shelling out dollars. People are saying the Zero Wallets plan, trying to get these characters. This is it. Vegito, the real reason Vegito was brought into Dragon Ball Super is the delicious money.